Hello, I'm romance author Nancy Harkness, and this is Writer Unedited Live number 85. Woohoo! Wow, that's a lot. Been doing it a while. I'm sitting here at my writing desk, nothing fancy, just chit-chatting about whatever crosses my mind today. If you miss a live, you can always find the previous ones on my YouTube channel, and I'll put a link in the comments. I just want to point out, in case he decides to leave, that Skoda has joined us today over in the window there. He's watching squirrels and birds and who knows what else. Let's see, what are people saying? Sally says, aha, we've been looking for you. Yes, sorry. Gail says, no worries, it's always a challenge with Facebook, and our connectivity is wonky due to the heat. Oh dear, I hope your purple machine is working now, Gail. Remember, you were having some issues with it the last time. Sally says, two demerits. Sorry. PJ, hi PJ, so good to see you. Lynn, hi Lynn, so good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. It's a delight to have you here. Okay, so, now that the official stuff is over, what do I want to say? Oh yes, Royal Kaleva Raoul. I'm going to be saying this every time until release date and probably a few times after. Royal Kaleva Raoul is available for pre-order for $2.99. That is a special price on Kindle. Then the price will go up to $5.99 after the first week of release. As always, I'll be donating a portion of my royalties to an animal rescue organization. This year it's to Harmony Dog Rescue, which Dr. Darling Daughter recommended. It's an organization in Pittsburgh that finds safe homes for dogs whose owners are experiencing medical emergencies, homelessness, or domestic violence. She says it's a wonderful organization, and so I'm very happy to support it. Wanted to remind everybody to make sure you're signed up for my newsletter so you can get a beautiful autographed bookmark of Raoul. I wanted to show you, this is going to be hard to do, the bookmarks all together because I think they make a very pretty set. I don't know if I can do this. Sort of. Oh, that one is that right? Yes. I just noticed that one's backwards. So there we are. There's all the bookmarks for the Royal Kaleva series. Aren't they pretty all together? I just noticed that. So, it doesn't matter. The back is different on Raoul. I guess it doesn't matter which way, but if you want the back to be right side up, the fronts do not match. Strange. Didn't catch that. Anyway, they're pretty, aren't they? All my handsome royals. I love them. Okay, so this is actually a recruiting video. Believe it or not. I have 10 spots open on my review crew for Raoul, and I wondered if anybody, some of you folks are already on my review crew, but if anybody here would be interested in joining my review crew, and I wanted to tell you why I have a review crew. So customer reviews on Amazon and Goodreads are incredibly important to the visibility of a book. So your review really helps support my books. There is a factoid, I don't know, because nobody's ever supported this, but it must be due to computer analysis. Anyway, an idea floating around that once a book has 50 reviews on Amazon, it increases the visibility of the book. Amazon starts upping the visibility of the book. The weird thing is, I knew someone who worked at Amazon in their publishing division who said she had never heard that. She worked for them. But people cling to this idea, so one thinks it must have some truth in it. I don't know. But it definitely, more reviews definitely does increase visibility. I don't know if 50 is the magic number. It also helps you get marketing promotions on other platforms like BookBub. If you have a lot of good Amazon reviews, BookBub looks more favorably on giving you promotional opportunities. So it's a wonderful free way to support an author who you like. So I want to tell you what being on my review crew entails. The short summary is you get a free digital copy of Royal Kaleva Raoul about a month ahead of time. So you get it early. You get an early peek. It's not proofread. It is edited, but not proofread. So there may be typos, just to warn you. You commit to reviewing it on the day Raoul is released, which is September 24th, on Amazon and Goodreads. If you want to do it on BookBub too, that's fantastic. Not a requirement, but the review has to be up on Amazon and Goodreads that day. That's your commitment. You send a proof that you reviewed the book to me via Google Doc, which I give you a link to. And if you want it and you're in the US, I will send you an autographed print copy of Raoul's book as a thank you gift, because I'm very, very grateful when someone reviews my books. Kim says hi. Hi, Kim. I missed you at Rag Tea. It made me sad. Okay, more details about being on the review crew. So you must be able to review on Amazon and Goodreads. So Amazon evidently requires an active account. That means that you have bought at least $50 worth of goods of any kind from Amazon in the past 12 months. That's not really active. I mean, compared to what I order from Amazon, that's nothing, but that is a requirement. You have to join my newsletter, and you have to read the emails, because that's how I communicate with my review crew. Let's see. You have to be able to receive a digital copy of the book from BookFunnel, which is very easy, and it can go on your Kindle. It can go on your Kindle app. You can read it in a PDF on your computer. There are all kinds of ways to read it, but you have to be willing to do digital, because I don't have the print book ahead of time anymore. What else? I mentioned that the digital copy is not usually proofread, so there may be some typos. Sorry about that. And I ask you to leave an honest review with stars and text. Text is important. There's no minimum length for text anymore on Amazon, but they prefer that you do at least 20 words or more, and that would be great for me. You do have to fill out the Google Doc. Scota's leaving. Bye, Scotty. You have to fill out the Google Doc to prove that you left the review. Otherwise, you don't get credit for it. And that also is where you let me know if you want a printed copy of the book, because some people don't. They have too many books on their shelves, and I totally understand that. If you're not in the US, I can't send you a print copy of the book, because the shipping costs are absolutely horrendous and enormous. So I apologize for that. I will send you a bookmark and a thank you note, though. So I am always so, so grateful. If you're worried about how to write a review, I actually have a blog post for that, which I would be happy to share with you. It's very easy. It shows you how to just it gives you a structure that you just fill in the blanks for, basically. So, because I know some people say they don't really know how to write a review, but it's really, really straightforward. And I think that's it. If you're interested, just DM me on Facebook, or just write something in the comments and say, I'd like to join your review crew. Let's see. What do people have to say? Kim says, hi. Kim says, sign me up to root. Yay! Thank you, Kim. That's wonderful. I'm so excited. Lynn says, I am bestie with Amazon. Oh, yeah, me too. So many Amazon boxes. Kim said, I missed you too. I know. It just wasn't the same without you. It was fun. I had a great time. Don't get me wrong. So I will say, whether or not you join my review crew, I hope and plead that you will leave a review for any of my books that you read, or even that you have read. This, again, is a great way to support an author who you enjoy for absolutely free, right? Doesn't cost you a thing except a little time, because these reviews are so important for a book's visibility, and that allows the author to keep writing for your reading pleasure. So please, I beg you, leave reviews on Amazon and Goodreads. Okay, so on to the Raoul update. I just sent the manuscript to my proofreader. She is the last editor who sees it. And this is such a good feeling, because now it's on her desk and not mine, which, woohoo. So what does the proofreader do? You probably could figure that out. She combs through the manuscript with a magnifying glass, basically, looking for typos, misspelling, missing words, what else? Just tiny mistakes like that. And to be fair, my copy editor catches a lot of those because that's part of what copy editing is too. But, you know, she requests, the copy editor will say, I think you need to make this clearer, or you mentioned this 5 pages ago, you don't need to say it again or something. So I make changes based on her suggestions during the copy edits. And during those changes, it is very possible that I add more mistakes in. So that's why I like to have a proofreader go over it one more time to catch those annoying, nitpicky, little, tiny typo mistakes. I will say that despite the fact that this is the process that every one of my books goes through, there is always one typo that sneaks through. Minimum one typo, sometimes two. I would also say that sometimes my review crew catches typos. They're very good. That even they see it before the proofreader sees it, but sometimes there are typos that the proofreader missed. So as far as I'm concerned, the more eyes on the manuscript before it gets published, the better it is, because I want it to be as polished and perfect for you as I possibly can, as it possibly can be, because I know as a reader myself, typos pull me right out of the story. So I feel that this is a very important part of the process, and frankly, once we get to the proofreading stage, it becomes very easy for me because all I have to do is say, yes, 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 you're right, you're right, you're right. Let's see, what else? Sale books. So just found out that Royal Kaleva Gabrielle is on sale for 50% off on audio. So Gabrielle is $15 on audio through August 11th. So grab him while you can, while he's cheap. Then we have The Money Man, which is book 1 in the Consultant series. That's on sale for $2.49 until July 31st. We have Second to None, which I talked about last week in depth, on sale for 99 cents. This is the kickoff novella for the Second Glances series. And all the Whisperhurst novels are on sale. So for weird prices. $2.49 for Take Me Home, which is the first in the series. $2.49 for Country Roads, which is the second in the series. And The Place I Belong is $1.99. It's the third in the series. This one, interestingly enough, big award winner. Rita nomination and won, I honestly can't remember, 5 more awards or something. I've forgotten now. But it always interests me which of my books win awards. But Place I Belong won a lot. I think it's a very heart-tugging book. I knew that when I wrote it. It made me cry several times. There's a kid and a pony, and there's a lot of emotion in that book. So that may be why it did so well in the competitions. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I will be here next week at 2 p.m. for my live. That is July 23rd. Although it's going to be a very quick live because I have an appointment immediately thereafter. So it'll be short and to the point. And that's it. Does anybody have any questions for me? Comments? Nothing? Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Kim, I am delighted you want to review. Thank you so much. I'll be in touch with you. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It was great to have you here. And I will see you next week.